Hey, I'm Pug,
And I'm D.
and this is Digging for Gold, a series where we take a look at freeware games and figure out which ones we're playing and which one we're skipping. And today we're playing Kawato Shoujo.
It's Katawa Shoujo.
Okay,
I
well,
told you this. You're doing this on purpose.
okay, well,
You want me to take the floor?
sure. You know more about this than anyone else
I've
in the
beaten
planet.
this game. I've played this game to near completion and gone down every major story path.
We mean near completion.
Well, there's a couple of side things here and there you can do, and there's also a joke ending and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a visual novel game that has a bit of a strange story behind its development.
A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes.
Uh-huh.
This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees
I forgot the name.
Deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students.
Mm-hmm.
But
See
now
how
in
pretty it
late
is?
winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from nubbing.
Okay,
in the sc-
you're just trying to
No,
make this.
their wording is very. I feel like they chose their wording
that's
very
good.
carefully.
Well, that's good for like reasons.
Just
But
how
any-
long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m.
You want me to give you a quick rundown of the beginning?
No, I know the beginning.
You know the beginning?
Well, I watched someone else do this.
Okay.
Well, okay. Yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm far more than in the
I'm
letter,
more of a fan of.
letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in the stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. Oh. the
Sound
sound-
effects.
The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind.
The axe-wielding murderer has finally caught up to me after all these years.
They're choosing their words very carefully.
What?
Nothing. Hi, Hasao. Do you know the pronunciation?
I don't know the. Haseo?
Haseo? Hi, Hasao. You came?
No, well, okay, hang on. We gotta figure out the
A
right way.
hesitation. Barely audible question. However, I recognized the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I felt my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than as an eavesdrop to a conversation. I turned to face the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm handsome.
Hey, that's me.
I'm handsome. Awanako? Sure.
I want a co.
No, okay.
Did you want a co? I want a co.
No, I'm asking you to pronounce it.
I guess.
Oh,
I didn't. Whoop.
Return.
You can go to skip mode.
Wait, what is it?
Show image, show text history, auto mode, or
Huh. We'll return. Awanako, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours?
damn it!
Damn it.
God damn it!
Damn it. I spent all this afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that's the result. Pathetic.
Aw,
yes.
I identify with this guy because he's pathetic.
Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Okay, hang on.
Oh,
let
God.
me
My heart.
stop here for a second
What?
because this game we didn't exactly talk about that. So let me just say, this game was developed by a group of people. I guess they sort of met on 4chan because the original characters for this game were drawn by a popular visual novel artist in Japan. Like the idea for like a game about girls with disabilities, and that's who you date. But it never really became a thing. That image sort of found its way onto 4chan, and then they made a game out of it.
Yeah. So,
So-
what's the name of it? Four Leaf Studio.
Something like that, yeah. So it's,
It's an homage
it's
to
sort of a
4chan.
nod to that, yeah. So essentially, a group of people got together just to make one game based off this, and you would think, like, you know, it's supposed to be like a hentai visual novel thing, but it's a very
It's
beautifully
it's
well written
yeah.
story, and there's like a lot to the game. It's extremely long. There's a lot of story paths, and it's got humor. It's got laughs. It's got a lot. I love this game.
All right.
I seriously love
So
it.
I know
and
we're about to get into some action, right? Well, a little bit of action, just a little bit of more in-depth story.
yeah, this is one thing. Well, like okay, you know,
Everything's been quiet, and now things are going to speed up a little bit.
You want me to? Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. My heart is pounding now, as if it was trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself.
That sounds horrible. It sounds like a monster in your chest.
So here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The
Why I don't even know. Come on.
noise is music to my ears.
Okay, listen, writers. I know you want to use a variety of different words, but come on, cacophonious.
Look,
That sounds phonious to me.
shut
And
up.
I love this game.
Shut up. Iwanako flinches every so often against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself as supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I can even force a word out if I tried.
You want your glasses?
Yes. No.
Okay.
You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I wanted to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. How? I reached up to try to massage my throat, but this one
Only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms.
Hisao? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shot open in terror.
Yeah, it hurts.
Hassan!
Hisao!
The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, a Wanaka running towards me, all these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of a Wanaka screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above.
Of blood.
So we have
The
a heart
branches of
problem, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't think I'm gonna reveal too much about this game to say that.
Yep. See, for Leaf
Yeah.
Studios.
Okay, here's the whole situation. We're gonna go to a school for people with disabilities, and our disability is that we have a heart problem,
Okay.
and that's how we get to know all these people.
Oh
And,
wow.
Yeah, I believe I don't remember if each chapter has it, but like, there's a little bit of animation here and there. Like, this is a wonderful, wonderful game, beautifully written. And if people are like, "Oh, it's just a hentai visual novel thing," just don't, because those scenes are so short and they are so much later. They don't even last long, and they are not even that important. Like, if you're playing this game for that, you're playing for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And they are very sensual scenes. It's not just like, oh yeah, hardcore, whatever. It's beautiful. This game is my favorite visual novel so far, and it might stay that way.
It's my only visual novel.
I don't know, does Phoenix Wright count?
Kinda? No, not really.
Well, no,
There's
it is
some
a visual
puzzle
novel.
No, you can fail in that game.
Well, yeah, but you can fail in this.
Yeah. I wonder if that heart problem comes back to
No,
get us.
I don't know if I should say, but like, you can fail being with, I think at least one of the girls you can fail to be with by screwing up with her.
It's been 4 months since my heart attack. In that whole time, I could probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you've left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia.
I think that was a word in a song.
Arrhythmia?
Yeah. I'm just suddenly remembering that.
A strange word, a foreign alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition, It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess I was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think they were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece.
Yee.
I had I had a full day by then to digest everything.
To them,
To
it was
them,
all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure.
Oh god.
Of course, there isn't a cure.
Oh god.
Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate for the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only person I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwaniko was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I had asked cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but he told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar for those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope.
Yeah, this is really dark.
Well,
pretty
okay,
dark.
that's the thing. Like, this game, you want to play this? If you want to play a visual novel, play it. You want some hentai, go type in hentai on Google.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. And it's like, there's going to be lighthearted moments, but you need this start.
Yeah.
Like, this is about the character. Because, honestly, you don't get to know the main character any better because from this point on, you sort of become him.
Yeah.
This is
project
putting...
yourself.
This is the part of the game where you are trying to get in the mindset of this character so you can better relate to him and make your own decisions when you get to the actual game.
Yeah. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why. I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think it even became a bit of an addicted. I became a bit addicted.
I became an addict.
I started feeling naked without a book in my hands, but I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder and distinguished from each other, differing only by the book I was reading, and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some sort of gooey mass, and I was trapped inside instead of moving within. So I think we should maybe skip ahead to the school, because this does take a while, this opening.
Yeah, so we can do that.
Yeah, if you want to
Okay, go ahead and skip, and I'll tell a bit of a story while I'm at it.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I played the demo a long time ago, and then the game came out, and when I played it, I played it to completion. Like, I played through the first story, and then I played through every single one. And my friend, who was away for, like, a day or two, came back, and when he did, it was late at night, and he just saw me at my computer with my eyes, like, completely bloodshot and blackened. Like, I just wanted to read every bit of the story. It was really bad, but I just loved it so much. No, it was really, really good. Like, I just didn't care to play any other games or anything.
That's crazy.
I mean, I admit, it was probably psychotic of me. However, it was really good. And then, only when I took my eyes off the computer did I realize how much pain I was in.
So yeah, basically we're being told right now we're going to
a school for people with disabilities, which
Yeah.
is how we're going to get into the whole situation. And by the way, Katawa Shoujo means disability girl.
Really?
So there you go. Yep. Katawa means, I think it roughly translates to hurt, but I don't know. Shoujo means girl.
So, Japanese? Is that Japanese?
Yeah.
I imagine so, right?
Yeah.
So,
And here we are.
who'd they get to do those anime scenes?
There was a person, I don't know, like we really need to look. And we're at Act 1, so that was the prologue.
Life expectancy.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we're at the school now.
I
and,
believe the way this game works is that Act 1 is essentially you
pick
getting
one?
introduced to the character. Yeah, you pick one. You
Yeah.
pick the girl that you want to be with.
Okay.
Or, like, you're introduced to all the characters and stuff.
So I think this is a good part to leave at.
Yep.
And have maybe some people play the game for themselves or tell us if they want to let's play this.
Yeah, and, hey, I'd totally do that, and I'd like to see, how Chris plays the game.
Yeah.
Does everything, and what decisions he makes. Because, honestly, there are a good amount of decisions to make, and this game is just a lot of fun. Like,
Yeah.
it's really beautiful visual novel game, and it deserves all the praise, and it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
This is a free game, and it has the D seal of approval.
Yeah. It
And
does.
that's a golden standard.
So I say download it and also tell us what you think. Leave a comment below and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Enjoy!